Hello everyone, welcome to my channel You Can. Before I start let me make my point clear that I intend to make this video for IELTS candidates who are struggling to clear this IELTS. Some might have already taken multiple exams and they will be unaware about how to prepare for these exams. In some cases, they are new to IELTS and only they know that IELTS is a challenging exam. Since I am familiar with the exam pattern, I hope I can help you guys. In my videos, I have included vocabularies with meaning along with synonyms, sample answers, followed by a couple of questions. Striking aspect of my video is you can answer these questions with the sample answer I have given to you with slight modification. So I'm going to give you some list of words. First one is tourist attractions. You can also say tourist destinations, holiday destinations, places of interest. You shouldn't use every time tourist attractions only. You have to keep on changing the word if you need higher scores. The next one is leisure or holiday travel. Then next is travel documents. See, you are familiar with these words: passport, visa, medical insurance, plane tickets. You could expect these words in IELTS reading section in case of general. So I have included this mainly because if examiner is asking you questions, then it might be difficult for you to remember all these words at that when you are under pressure. So when you need travel documents when you are going abroad, so you could also say foreign, international, overseas. Then you can travel by, there are several options: air, train, car, on foot. There are several requirements that you have. Some are vaccination, and you should keep your vaccination record booklet given by physicians in case you are going abroad. Then next word is travel health insurance, or you can say medical health insurance. Next word is camping. Please note the second picture. Camping means if you are placing tents and staying in any forest, beach or lake. It could be mountain or river also. So you are going with your traveling companions and there you are enjoying the. So next picture, the first picture is skiing. If you are playing in the snow, then skiing holiday you can say. You also need this word point of departure. Point of departure means from the where you the place from where you started your journey. Next word is picnic, excursion, journey or travel. All these words have similar meaning. Next is travel around. Travel around means if you want to travel around the globe. So you can use such sentences. Travel across means within the country. If you are traveling through means it's from within two places, there could be one place. Next is travel to. You are traveling to New Zealand. You can say that way. Next word is ecotourism. Ecotourism is quite popular these days. Ecotourism means the tourists are totally banned to take any polythene bags or any plastic bags as it could harm the environment. We need to preserve the nature in its natural form itself, original form itself. Next word is wandering the two streets. In case of ecotourism, you could expect it in this word in reading section. It could be one of the fill in the blank question. Similar to that, you can also, there are several essays where they ask about ecotourism. So which type of travel and tourism you like, you could say ecotourism. The next word is wandering the street. So if some person is wandering the street means he is leisurely, aimlessly, without any clear purpose, he is enjoying the place. Next is travel arrangements or plans, or you can say holiday arrangements. So whenever you are going abroad or going for any journey, you definitely have to do some arrangements. If in case if you are going abroad, then you need travel documents, which we already discussed. Next word is round flight. Round flight, or you could say return air tickets. Then round flight means if you're traveling from India to Dubai, and from Dubai you're coming back to the same place, that's India, then you can say it's a round flight. So it means from and back to the same location of origin. Next word is one-way ticket. One-way ticket means you can't come back to the same place. Only you can travel from one place to another. Next word, itineraries. You could expect this in the listening section. You have to be familiar with the spelling, so pay attention to the spelling here. So it's a list of things that you to do in a trip. Usually travel agents hand over these itineraries before you go for a travel. It's part of their activity or duty. Next, from where you get information about places. So you can say it from internet or travel guides and blogs. See, next word is quite important. You need these types of word a lot. So it's whenever they are asking about any experience in your life, about any travel, about days in your life, you could say if someone cheated you, if someone did fraud activity, it was an unforgettable. It was an unforgettable experience. So it's suitable for describing nature. So you can say it's a memorable, breathtaking view, unforgettable experience. If you achieve something in your life, you can say it was an unforgettable experience. So you with this word itself you can answer a lot of questions. So it's quite important. The next word is tourist traps or hots of tourists. If there are a lot of tourists in a place, it's quite popular and people often goes there a lot, like in Paris. So it's really difficult to take picture without any person there within the frame. So such places are tourist traps or hots of tourists. All are not in the same interest. Some really like to go to different places where they have more tranquility or peace in their life. So for how to say that, you can say they wish to go off the beaten track, or you can take the road less traveled. So these are the places where not familiar, not so popular, but it has its own scenic beauties. You could also do go out of season, or you can say unexplored the wilderness. Next one is travel agency or agent. So you have to sometimes if you need to book a ticket, you can go to travel agent or you can do it in online. Then next is guided tour. Guides could be local or professional. If he's a professional, then he might have a certificate and license with him. Next word is travelers. Please note the spelling here, it's single S L. The next word is traveling companions. So they might ask you with whom you went. Then you can say I went with my traveling companions so and so. You can name it after that. So again these words have similar meaning, but it's really helpful if you learn this word. So you could answer related to questions related to nature, garden, photography, and so on. It's relax and recharge, or unwind, de-stress, to loosen up, idle away, escape from hustle and bustle of life, refresh myself. So this has similar meaning. You are tired with your life, you are fed up, you want to escape. So you find out a good place such as garden, So you are unwinding yourself, you are de-stressing yourself. So you can include this in your answers. You shouldn't include all these words, but these words have similar meaning. Then broaden my horizons. It means you are enriching your knowledge, understanding, experience. You can use this word for travel related questions. So you can say explore. If the person who explores is known as adventurous explorer, then you get a real sense of adventure from by traveling. To and why you're traveling? To find a gem, to get to know the culture, about the history, about the local people. So you can say to find a gem. Next word is Sony. It's in the IELTS speaking part 1. So souvenirs are the things that we purchase as a token of remembrance, or you could also say mementos. So some of the souvenirs are ornaments, sand in a bottle, T-shirts. It's quite expensive if you are going for souvenirs. But if they are asking what you did, you can say we bought a lot of souvenirs. Next word is set on or begin a journey, or you could say set off, set forth. You can also use depart or leave. It's always better to use phrases you if you know, or embark, hit the road. So set off. Then one example is set out with a minimum amount of money you have saved up. You are starting your journey with the minimum amount of money that you have saved up. Saved up, again, it's a good phrase. What is the antonym of set off? It's arrive. Then it's next is an idiom. Circle the globe means you are go around the world, or you can say revolving the world. So it's always better if you use one idiom if it's possible for you, but you shouldn't take extra pressure for that. But phrases are really helpful for your higher bands. Next word is endeavor, means you are toiling or hard, attempt, then try hard. So it's now you have to endeavor for your IELTS, then only you are able to achieve what you want. So sometimes in case of choose, sometimes there are definite or obvious clear purpose will be there. Sometimes you unorganized travels will be there. So if you have clear purpose, like in the business tours, so some people have the habit of planning for short holidays, and they try to squeeze out as much as possible from each day. But on the other hand, others are slow wanderers. They would like to explore with the surrounding while hanging out with the locals. If you hang out with the locals, then you could get to know more about the culture, their influence, their ancestry. It's best if you have plenty of time. There are several seasons which is really needed when you are going for a picnic. That's peak season, off peak season, and shoulder season. Peak season is the season when most people go for a tour, like summer holidays. So at that time it's a vacation time, and students, children are free. Then that's the reason why most people go in a peak season. So off peak season is that no one prefers that timing. It could be any monsoon, so it's difficult for a travelers. Then shoulder season means it's between peak and the off peak season. So if you don't have enough budget for going in the peak season, If you really love to explore this world, then you can go in any off-peak season. It might be a perfect choice. So at that time there will be fewer crowds and the prices are lower. But you might have to do some compromise though. Like seasons could be reversed. As I told earlier, monsoon season, or if it's heavy storm, you can enjoy the ride. Then next words are related to low budget. It's sometimes they ask you God, they could ask about unusual trip that you had. You could say instead of going for an expensive tour, you had took a different decision. You found information from the internet that you can go as a volunteer. So volunteers goes in exchange for food and accommodations. So that's a good idea for you to answer an unusual vacation that you had in your life. For instance, as far as I know, Mercy Ship is a ship, cruise ship, where they provide opportunity to physicians, medical staff to do volunteer, to go as a volunteer. So in exchange, they get food and accommodation, so they can travel. Next word is look after. You could also look after the house and pets. Third option is temporary work in the tourism. So you are going to a different country and you are doing a temporary work. It is really helpful. Next word is hitchhiking or using public transport. So again, this is really effective method, but it's not possible every time. Other options are sleeping in hostels or at boutique hotels. Boutique hotels will be more expensive. That means it's a small stylish hotel. You have to say hotel. Please note the pronunciation here. It's hotel. Next word is organized trips. We can do organized trips as well as unorganized trips. But everyone says that planless or organized trips are the best. What do you think? Next word is budgets or finance. So you might already know